No, I am actually emotionally compromised right now. Close the door, turn off the lights, and look me dead in the eyes, because this is an absolute emotional war crime. We need to talk about the Wuthering Waves and Cyberpunk Edgerunners collaboration. When they first announced that Lucy and Rebecca were pulling up to Solaris 3 as playable characters, everyone was hyped. We thought, awesome, let's get some cool neon aesthetics, slice up some monsters, and enjoy a fun crossover. But nobody warned us that this update was going to rip open a 4-year-old scar, poke your soul directly into it, and twist the knife as short as humanly possible. This entire update, The Dream Not Dreamed, is a straight-up nightmare for your feelings. And look, I know what the usual detached gamers are going to say. Oh, it's just a gacha game collab. It's non-canon fanservice. No, shut up, I don't want to hear it. Because the absolute most agonizing part of this entire story is that the non-canon reality is baked directly into the plot to hurt you even more. It isn't just a fun side quest, it is a specialized psychological weapon designed to induce maximum emotional devastation. You are literally walking through an entire exploration area called the Somme Noire, which is built entirely out of Lucy's actual memories. You move through a dreamscape version of Night City, surrounded by digital phantoms. And right in the middle of this illusion, we get the one thing Edgerunners fans have been begging, sobbing, and throwing up over for years. David Martinez is back. They are finally back together. Lucy and David meet each other again. You see David looking at her with that exact same face, telling her to think back to her fondest memories, embrace them, and sleep well. He literally says, "Sweet dreams, Lucy." And then the scene shifts. The ground feels entirely real, and suddenly Rebecca walks into the frame, looking at Lucy like she's a total ghost, yelling about how it's been a while. The whole crew is standing right there, reunited under the neon lights. But at what cost? Because nobody got brought back to life, and this isn't some alternate universe rewrite where everyone survives. The story puts you directly inside the deepest, most agonizing corner of Lucy's trauma. The plot is literally screaming at you that this is a total cope. It is a temporary artificial manifestation trapped inside a dying dreamscape. David explicitly tells her, "I can't go any deeper." He orders her to look out, tells her to run, and everything starts fracturing into digital noise because a literal representation of her PTSD, a nightmare tacit discord mimicking Adam Smasher, shows up to tear the fantasy apart all over again. And right as the illusion is breaking, they hit you with the ultimate, cruelest piece of heartbreak. Right as she is right there in his arms, feeling his warmth again, ready to finally lean in and kiss him after years of grief, he just completely vanishes into thin air. He disappears years right out of her grasp, staring at an empty space, entirely empty-handed, realizing the universe just teased you with total closure, only to violently yank it away at the absolute last microsecond. At the end of the quest line, Lucy literally wakes up back in her own reality, completely forgets the entire experience ever happened, and goes right back to mourning her dead friends. You aren't watching a happy reunion. You are watching a mourning netrunner trapped in an endless loop of her own grief, hallucinating the dead chums who sacrificed everything so she could touch the moon. It is a generational, Olympic-level emotional bait and switch. A perfect happy ending is handed over on a silver platter just to be violently smashed on the floor to remind us that it's not canon, it's not real, and in Night City, there are absolutely no happy endings. Forcing players to fight Adam Smasher inside a subconscious trauma loop just to unlock a free Rebecca copy is wild. Making the entire player base cry to the tune of "I really want to stay at your house on a Monday afternoon" is heavy. If you are unironically playing this update and pretending that your soul didn't completely exit your body when David told Lucy to run, you are purely coping. Close the game, turn off the monitor, and go sit in a dark room to process this. Because this crossover wasn't a treat for the fans. It was an absolute emotional execution.